What's up, guys? It's Monster Chappie, and I'm here bringing you another tip. And there'll be a couple things in this video, so let's go ahead, stay tuned. Go ahead and leave that like if you're gonna find this very helpful. I bet you will. And also, go ahead and subscribe to catch more tips and gameplays and things like that. But what we're gonna be doing is looking at this play out of the St. Louis playbook. Tight doubles on, Rams digging up. And the purpose of this video is really to show you guys one of the beefs that a lot of Madden players have with practice mode, along with showing you a big difference between practice mode and a regular game. So, just take this with a grain of salt. But basically what I'm going to look at here is this could potentially be a money play due to these two routes on the left in practice mode. So this is what I call a practice mode money play, and this applies to offense and defense. There is differences between practice mode and game mode. I don't even look for A-gap blitzes in practice mode. I don't look for just certain things like that. Now, edge pressure and those types of things, those are the things I look for in practice, money plays as well. But whenever you find something in practice mode, make sure you test it out in an actual gameplay. That doesn't mean take it into a money game right away. This is where you either test it out in play now, which is usually what I'll do, and then after I test it out in play now, I'll take it online in a lab game, and then after the lab game, then we could take it to like ranked games, money games, whatever, games you take serious. Well, let's go ahead and look at this play. This is against a two-man under. Now, what you're going to see is Austin's actually going to bump the defender on Pettis. Pettis is going to be wide open, and it's almost going to be borderline like motion height glitchiness. Like, look at this, just every time this happens. So we'll just go ahead and show you the replay here. So against this two-man under, what's going to happen is this wide receiver here, he's going to bump 25, take him out of the way, and now we got a wide open wide receiver right up the seam. They would obviously have to use or catch that, and you can go ahead and combine that with some other nice little routes or whatever. But the funny thing is, this also works like this too. That route's pretty nice actually, and that route I do believe works in the regular game, but we'll find out in a second here. But as you can see, it just gets that crazy separation at that initial spot. And with that, you got something that's real quick, and then you also have the wire route, which gets open a little bit further downfield. So you have the option to hit him here, or you can hit him when he cuts back across the middle. And then you got, of course, the quick pass to Pettis. And then the other three guys, you can just put them on whatever you want. And let's go ahead. Now, obviously, we would have different setups for zones, and, you'll find your different route combinations for things like that. But what I want to showcase to you guys here and why a lot of guys have beef with practice mode, and I still love practice mode. It's my favorite mode still, even now. But what a lot of guys do now is they'll go to a play now as opposed to practice mode because of the differences that you'll notice between practice mode and actual game. Now, my thing with practice mode is that it gets the job done right away. It's quick. I can get a lot of repetitions. Can get a lot of things like that in there, and you just got a really lot of options really as far as that goes. You can make your adjustments and then see how they work out, analyze what happened good, what happened bad, and then get another play going. What a lot of guys will do is they'll go ahead and just put this on like 15-minute quarters, turn the Excel clock off, turn the play clock off, and you essentially have practice mode. Pretty much. I mean, there's slight differences. Obviously, you don't get to the play as quickly and those things. So those small seconds that practice mode will save you, that doesn't occur in a regular game. But what it does give you is a better representation of what you're likely going to see in an actual game, because it is an actual game with play now. Pretty much 99% of the stuff that works in play now is going to work online. And everything that works in play now is going to work offline in like head-to-head tournament stuff. Whereas in practice mode, I don't even know what the percentage is. It's a lot different though. It's definitely not, it's definitely not 100% thing as you're going to see here with this play. So hopefully you guys have stayed tuned and continued watching, because I know I'm going to get a few comments that say this play doesn't work online. I keep getting picked off. He's getting pressed. Chappie, what's going on? Well, I mean, if you would have continued watching, you would have seen the whole point of the video was to show you guys that this does not work in an actual game. So we're going to call the Rams digging up. It's going to call a 2-man under here. And again, we could turn the play clock off, but we're not even going to do that. What you're going to see is that Pettis actually gets jammed up, and it just defeats the whole purpose of that quick hike. So that whole part of the play is just eliminated altogether. So in practice mode, this guy doesn't get bumped, and he gets that insane separation. And if he would have been able to get free right here, this actually would have been a really nice money play. But in the actual game, he gets pressed, and, you know, he's pretty much useless. You're better off putting him on a 10 and out at that point or another route. This guy's route's still decent, so, I mean, this could still be a solid play. But, you know, it's not as nice because of that route not getting open and being effective. So sometimes those types of things are going to be the difference between, again, a practice mode and the actual game, which is why I recommend, if you are a practice mode guy, definitely try yourself out in a, play now mode first. Otherwise, you're going to take your stuff online, think you have the greatest thing ever, and then you're getting pick six like that. So that is just my tip for you guys out there labbing, putting in your hours, getting in those lab sessions. Again, one thing you could do if you want to just eliminate that altogether is just go here, 15 minutes, turn the play clock off, and that pretty much creates the practice mode setup. So let's go ahead and just show you what it's going to look like. Obviously, you guys probably get the idea already, but just to have something to look at over the last few seconds of commentary here. But yeah, hopefully this is something that you guys can use and find helpful, because it's definitely something that you definitely need to have, especially if you're looking at tips that you see on like YouTube and stuff like that, because there's a lot of tips, guys, that they don't test out in their actual game, and you know, they just give them to you and they just say, hey, rock with this, and you guys take it online, it doesn't work out, and then you're disappointed. So that's just something you want to keep in mind. Try everything out. You don't necessarily have to try it out in practice mode, but definitely try it out and play now in a scenario like this. As you can see, we got all day, so if we're setting up blitzes, we can do what we have to do, get all these guys blitzing, moving where we want to, or whatever the case may be. Offensively, we got time to do all the hot routes we need, and we got time to do both. And then with 15-minute quarters, you should have more than enough time to be able to get everything done that you're trying to get done. Right there, it looked like he got loose a little bit, and this QB accuracy on the run is just ridiculous this year. But that's something that you can take advantage of as a offensive player, and exploit the defense that way. And then defensively, keep in mind that the QB accuracy on the run is just it's ridiculous. So that's gonna pretty much wrap up this video, though, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you found it helpful. And hopefully it will make your labbing experience a lot better, and avoid you taking tips online that don't really work, and, just save yourself a lot of time. So if you want to just go straight to play now, it's definitely something I could recommend to you, and just set up your settings like this instead of using practice mode. I am still a fan of practice mode, however, so don't think that I don't use practice mode. But one thing I don't look for in practice mode is A-gap blitzes, because they often and always work a lot different in an actual game. So that's just my tips for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, go ahead and drop that like if you did, and subscribe for more. It's been real. We gone.